Before we get into the video, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. I mean, come on, what are you doing if you're not subbed to me by now? My content is fire, from stop motions, news videos, reviews, music occasionally. All my social media accounts are linked down below, and now, let's get straight to it. What's up, you guys? So as you can tell by the sort of crazy title, I'm going to be making a lot of changes with my upcoming stop motion short film. You guys have heard me talking about Dystopia since last May, which was going to be my next stop motion short film, but over the past few days I've been very inspired by the upcoming Halloween season, some movies I've been watching, classic 80s horror movies, and I'm going back and looking at my stuff from last year, and people really loved SPARKEATER. I still get people hitting me up occasionally talking about SPARKEATER sometimes, so I was thinking, why not just do a sequel for SPARKEATER next? What I'm doing is SPARKEATER 2 is coming out around Halloween season, and then what I'm going to do is SPARKEATER 3 will be sometime probably 2024, next year. I don't know how soon they're going to release from each other, because y'all know me, I do all this by myself. All the work is done by me, by myself. So this takes time, you know, to really perfect it and get things right to how I want them to be. So SPARKEATER 2, I'm looking for around a Halloween release, late October, early November maybe. What I'm doing is I'm merging sort of ideas and plot lines from Dystopia into the SPARKEATER storyline and universe. So you'll see some elements from Dystopia in the upcoming sequel to SPARKEATER, and then you'll definitely see a lot of it in the third and final SPARKEATER sequel for the trilogy to sort of wrap everything up. It's going to be 3. I already dropped the first one, obviously, last year. So, 2 more after the first one. And, yeah, I don't know what's going to be next after that. I thought I would... it's not that I don't want to do Dystopia, it's just that I just had this crazy idea to merge certain ideas and concepts from Dystopia and put it into a SPARKEATER sequel, second and third movie. And I think you guys are really going to like it. Just bear with me. This is going to be probably my best stop motion short film I've done, and you guys are going to be quite entertained and satisfied for what I have coming up. Is there anything else I want to talk about? I can't even remember, but I will tell you guys right now that Hot Rod is going to be returning, and then he's going to be joined by Beachcomber, Roadbuster, and Night Prowler for reasons that I will not be disclosing quite yet. And somehow the plot of this movie is going to call for a Toxitron appearance. So, make of that as you will. Start speculating and typing in the comment sections and hitting me up on Instagram for the next couple months on, oh, what's the story going to be about? What are you talking about here for SPARKEATER? Blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, Toxitron's going to be making an appearance. Beachcomber, Roadbuster, Night Prowler. I'm already drafting ideas, making a script for it right now. I'm thinking of set ideas to build. So, yeah, this is going to be pretty great. And I cannot wait for you guys to see this stop-motion short film. Maybe I'll revisit Dystopia again at some point. It definitely won't be the same idea that I had going into it. I will tell you guys what the general plot line for Dystopia was. So, well, I did give you guys a brief summary when I first revealed Dystopia back in late May, but the full story basically was that Optimus, he would be landing on the planet Junkion while being chased by Scourge. His ship was crash landing onto Junkion because Scourge blew the ship up, and he was looking for Scraphook's help because he had the last Matrix in the universe besides the Matrix that Optimus has in his chest. The reason why he needed another Matrix was because Scourge, who was created by Megatron, and I think I was going to have him that he was created by, I think, Shockwave and maybe Knockout too. He was infused with a lot of Dark Energon and Matrix energy that was stolen from Optimus. So he was pretty unstoppable, and he was really powerful, even for a Prime like Optimus to handle. So, and Alphatron is guiding Optimus throughout this whole storyline and film. Here and there, he'll show up and give Optimus guidance. And that's how he knew that he needed another Matrix, basically, to defeat Scourge. So that's basically what was going on, and there was a thing where Scraphook didn't really like Optimus because of how he handled... What I was going to do was I was going to connect how Junkion was actually originally a piece of Cybertron, because you see in the G1 cartoon that the bottom of Cybertron is missing a section, and I was going to connect Junkion as being that missing section at the bottom of Cybertron. And during the end of the Great War, there was a bomb that went off, and the city of Junkion got separated from Cybertron, and Scraphook is mad at how Optimus handled it. And Scraphook was going to be Retgar's second in command. So he got all this knowledge and opinions from Retgar, and the Matrix was originally Retgar's before he got killed during the war. And I forgot how I was going to explain it, but Scraphook was going to be the only Junkion still alive on the planet/city. I think I was going to do some sort of idea where I think it was like some sort of... I can't remember. I don't want to say anything to get the story wrong. But he was going to be the last Junkion living on the city/planet. And Retgar gave the Matrix to him because he was the leader of their people. I was sort of pulling from Cybertron 2005, the Unicron trilogy, where every planet leader or city leader, whatever you want to say, since Junkion was connected to Cybertron in my universe, that every leader had their own Energon Matrix. So before Retgar died, he gave his Matrix to Scraphook to watch over and guard, because he knew how powerful and how important a Matrix was, and he feared that there would come a time where the Matrix would be needed, and that there wouldn't be a lot of Matrixes left in the universe due to the ongoing war that was destroying a ton of things with the Cybertronians, yada, yada, yada. You know, the Great War. So there was going to be a back and forth between him and Optimus, and final battle with Scourge would ensue. And there would be a lot of interesting dialogue and back and forth between Scourge and Optimus, because in a way I was going to allude to Scourge, since he does have the Matrix-infused power within him too. He was sort of like an evil half, power-wise, to Optimus, and there would be that sort of dynamic and back and forth between lines with each other that would have made for some interesting scenes. But ultimately, y'all know with this video, I'm going forward with SPARKEATER 2 and merging some of those ideas. Scourge will appear as a sort of like bioengineered cyborg, whatever label you want to put on it, by the Decepticons at some point. I don't know if he's going to appear in the second movie quite yet, but definitely in the third and final SPARKEATER film, he will appear. Sorry, I had to check on something. But yeah, Scourge will be still appearing in one of the SPARKEATER movies. I'm not sure which one. Scraphook will be appearing. Junkion will be a main setting for the third and final SPARKEATER movie for the trilogy. So you can see I'm taking a lot of ideas. Optimus will still be appearing in this sort of storyline too. I think at the end of Spark Eater 2, he'll be appearing, or definitely in the third movie, he's going to be sort of a main character. He won't be the main character like he was going to be in Dystopia, but he definitely will be sort of a major role in the upcoming sequels to Spark Eater. But yeah, some of you guys have been asking for a sequel to Spark Eater, and hey, it's coming. October, couple months away. Spark Eater 2. And then a little while after that, the third and final installment to conclude the trilogy will be dropping. I cannot wait for you guys to see these. The stories that I'm drafting up and creating in this big old head of mine is going to be awesome. So stay tuned, guys, and thank you for watching this very important update video. Share it with other people to get hyped and to know about what's going on. And yeah, thank you all for watching this. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you guys think about this? Speculate on how do you think these characters are going to be tied into each other. What do you expect to see? What do you want to see in the sequel and sequels to Spark Eater? And yeah, that about wraps it up. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!